Do you know that name?
Far too familiar.
It was in my head after this happened.
Caster said the same thing after our first mission at the ritual site.
Right. Do you know any more about it?
Only what he said, what he saw.
What did he say?
She looks at you and down to your hand. I don't think anything good comes from him. From it. And I don't know that hand of yours is going to be any good.
Well, we play the hand we've been dealt. Right. And he'll see if she appreciates that he just made a pun or a joke.
Nice. Let's just sit on the table. Oh, that's already in? That's crazy. Oh, cool. Thank you. I do. Thanks. She looks at you. Roll an insight real quick.
Still at advantage or no advantage this time?
Sure, yeah, go with advantage.
It's bad either way.
Yeah. Guess we do. Just be careful, okay?
No, well. It actually helped me think what I'm going to talk to the Jacks about. I've volunteered myself to mentor him. So that should be great.
Did you just see her blink a couple times? Who put Carolyn in charge of picking people to talk to others?
This is the best.
Gonna have to talk to her whenever she gets back?
Yeah, I guess so.
She looks over at you. It's nothing against you, Gregor. Just people like you and me aren't the best at talking to others.
That's true.
She just takes a deep breath and hits your breastplate. But it doesn't mean we don't care a bunch.
Thank you, Bergie.
She just nods. Take care of yourself, okay, Gregor?
He'll nod.
She walks over, sits down on these stairs, taking a few deep breaths.
We can cut away, but I guess following her advice, Gregor would go ask Doran for help about his process.
Absolutely. So you can re-roll, or he can roll.
Is he better than me with the modifier? Probably, but
Pretty sure Doran's better than all of us in every way.
you know, that's fair. Okay, he can roll it.
Absolutely. So with your smithing and his skills, let's see what the roll is. Why
Not the GM.
is everyone to GM?
Were you testing something out the other day and forgot? Holy God.
Oh,
You know, I think that might
He doesn't
just
need
make
our
it.
help.
So yeah, I think you get that done.
I think I get that done.
What a bore. I was gonna invite Doran to see if he wanted to learn sign language, but if he's gonna be busy helping Gregor, I will leave.
So, oh, thank you, love. So you go over there, Clint, and you see him working on this enchanting while he's also writing something down with his other hand.
I got here first.
Oh, I didn't even see you there.
Yeah, I've been here.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Let's rewind that a little bit. Yeah, so Clint, you walk over there as you see Doran doing some writing on paper.
Got here
Is
for
he-
his thoughts. Sorry.
He just looks up. Ah, Clint, how are you?
Feel like shit, but I'm living. I ask you the same thing, though.
Just doing some planning, I suppose you could say. He just turns over the paper, and it's like a architectural blueprint for the rebuilding of the city.
Impressive. I was more of a wondering about you as a whole. Now that we actually have some time to breathe.
In what way do you mean, Clint?
You're a man of culture, Doran, and you see past any deceptions I do, and there's no point being around the bush. I know Captain Maven was held up high by you. I hope the
Ah.
version that we've been seeing as of late hasn't been too disillusioning.
He sort of rolls the blueprints up and sits over against this fence like you are. I suppose I could say at first it was rather perplexing. Like, certainly he's not exactly the person I thought he was. However, it does not change his deeds at all, does it?
No. No, it doesn't.
He's
Yeah.
certainly still the savior of, well, of the North Gate, the man who bested the White Knight himself.
Yes. Unless we find out some more earth-shattering revelations, but I think that part's true. And if I'm being honest, I get the feeling that clinical nature of his is just another mask. You can tell he cares deep down.
You know, I suppose it got me thinking. Why, of all times, did he choose to explain himself there, at the precipice of Cusia, in a hostile territory? He's not. It's curious timing, would you not agree?
He's rather keen on timing, on details, and all of that. You should have heard me debriefing with him before we came out here to Lake Mary.
Precisely my point. I do believe it in fact was calculated.
To what end?
To that I cannot say. However, do you remember back when we were training? Well, we were off in the city, but Castor had mentioned him calling him out and calling him a coward.
I remember that. Yeah.
But why? What was there to gain from doing such?
I'm assuming to get Caster to grow. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Caster has a tier 2 flare compared to some of that.
Precisely. So my thoughts on it are torn. On one hand, he's not the person I thought he was. But on the other, it's hard to argue with the efficacy of what he does.
I think at his core, Captain Maven wants what's best for the Watch. which by extension means what's best for us. Even if it hurts. Him and Riker aren't too different in that regard. I think that care, that's what makes him. Even if it hurts.
He just nods. It certainly does that, doesn't it? However, I think we can separate our own feelings to look at the character of a person outside of that.
Absolutely.
But my real curiosity goes to, why does Renvok de Augustine want him so badly?
My theories, personally, it has to do with the White Knight. Surely it does.
That does seem to be the logical conclusion, right? The one through line to all stories.
You have doubts.
I have no doubt the cognition of Renvok de Augustine is far beyond any of us.
Yeah, but you can't help but wonder, though, right?
I can wonder, but I wonder if I even have the right tools to prognosticate a possibility.
Right tools.
However,
Hmm.
the Occam's razor approach sometimes holds true, correct?
Sometimes our minds are seeing something that we aren't. So, I think pattern recognition on that definitely holds true.
I believe so. That brings me to another point.
Oh?
Do you remember leaving the city of Sycusia
The ride out, you mean?
when confronted with the she? No. Before that, the first time.
What about her?
After opening the gates, do you remember anything?
The first time we left. When we were extracting. When we got the book.
Yes, correct.
I remember talking with her.
Roll an insight, by the way.
Yeah. The die can't.
Okay. Ooh, that's a flat 0.
Oh, he's what? Oh, God.
Do you have cutting words as a bard?
As a certain type of bard, sure, but I'm not that type of bard.
If only.
Right. But you communicated with her, correct?
I did. Is this the part where you tell me it's foolish?
You're alive, are you not?
I am. And honestly, I think not having the fighter at the top of Sycusia was worth it.
Perhaps that wouldn't have even been an option if you did not talk to her. We simply cannot know. But what we can know is if we never dare to go further into uncharted waters, we'll never make progress.
It's starting to sound like Erica.
He just takes a pause for a second. That I would need to consider.
You two are very bright minds. And I know there's a rivalistic nature between the two of you. Well, more so from her to you. But I do think you two working together would be interesting. Dragon and Lucian, too. 3 different minds, 3 different approaches.
It's funny you mentioned that. I actually had a project I was thinking about.
Oh? This is not the language one, I'm assuming.
Something in the similar vein, but from a different avenue. Consider it more of a experiment that I need to test out. But I think I'm very close, Clint.
Well, if you need any assistance, just say the word. I'll be happy to help. Which, speaking of languages, I was wondering. We have a native from Lake Mary. Might recruit him. We'll see what happens. But right now, Victor's, and myself, I guess, we're rather keen on learning the language they speak here. Or rather, the language they don't speak.
Begin doing like some like hand gestures, which are probably absolutely incorrect, or saying a racial slur. Noir.
I did with the lumber foot.
Right.
I don't suppose you'd be interested in learning it yourself.
It is not my specialty language, Clint, but it is my passion.
Alistair certainly seems to think so. So, if you want to join in, figure out offer before we got too far in on the lesson.
I'd be more than happy to.
Well, let's be off then.
Okay, so now Gregor kicks up and we have that whole conversation.
Quint will see Gregor out of the corner of his eye.
Actually, I think Gregor has something to ask you. That or me.
Perfect. It is always a good opportunity to multitask.
I have no clue how you do it. It was boggling at times.
Berkey thought I should ask you about what I'm working on, but if you're busy.
I'm
What are
never
you
too
working
busy,
on?
Gregor. Yeah, walk and talk. Let's figure it out together.
Okay.
We just teleport there.
How many people can I do prof?
So you explained to him this, correct?
Yeah. I reestablished psychic link,
Which,
adding one more person into it. Oh my god!
okay.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so he's going to go about
multitasking.
learning this new language while making these enchantments with Gregor.
Doran's the type of guy that would bring a book to the gym and be able to work out effortlessly while learning from that book.
Yeah.
Have you done that, O?
I do listen to videos. I don't bring a book, but I will listen to videos while I'm working
Okay,
out.
that's not as
If there's just no time.
otherworldly.
No, typically I have to listen to them like 3 to 4 times to get it to. So, as that is happening, Lucian, no more ducking now.
Lucian takes a step forward, stops for a little bit. He'll go up, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, as you sit there, he appears to be working on whittling some wood, and he looks over at you. Is there something you need?
Well, I came out here and yes, I heard that you have a some experience with gunsmithing.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. He just goes into his pack and pulls out the gun you found.
No,
I was
seen that.
looking over this one, and the model actually appears to be quite advanced.
I haven't seen any other weapon really like this, so. What would you say is that is unique about it?
Yeah, so he just shows you like the underside of it. It's not working exactly. However, He holds into the bottom, like puts his fingers. It looks like it would have worked to fire multiple times before reloading.
Well, that'd be useful, but why not anymore? What's fucked about it?
But missing a piece.
Shit. I mean, you know what this piece looks like, yeah? Could you help me rebuild, forge it?
I could probably help out some. My sister was a better craftsman than me, but I have some skill.
Okay. I just need all the experience I can get. I am not well versed in these kinds of things. Actually, I'll pull out the mechanical core. So I've been trying to make a firearm that actually would help us in battle, but they're not exactly great at killing dark ones. I was thinking maybe we could do something with this to advance it. And we've also heard about the we've graced it as rail guns when we were in Sycusia, and I was looking into that. Maybe we could do something in between, like that.
Do you think that would work?
You'd never know unless you try.
If you're looking for an assistant, I could probably help.
I was hoping you would say that. Perfect.
He just looks back. It is far better than manual labor.
Wait, what are you doing over here?
Carving wood?
Like, for fun?
No, for the how you say structural support for the buildings.
Ah, okay, I see. I don't want to waste your talents on doing this. Let's find someone else that can do it. Bradford!
I'm excited to see your work. I've heard good things.
Don't get your hopes up. Very crude. It's very crude. I have like this. I was thinking about this longer rifle kind of thing, powered by pneumatics. You know, the canisters that we use for the UTs. That's basically the same concept, and it would be shooting out projectiles instead of the UT unit.
That kind of reminds me of Quentin. He uses traps and such to a fairly good effect. Perhaps something like that might have some sort of efficacy against the Dark Ones.
Maybe. Would you like to go over to Quentin? I could use both of your brains. And no more, carving for structures. Bullshit.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. If he just looks down for a second, if Zoe were awake, she'd probably be able to figure it out rather quick.
I'm sorry about Zoe.
And I'm sorry about your friend. I'm sure that choice was not easy.
So what you would have wanted. We value you very much, so he did more so. He would definitely give his own life for you, Zoe, and anyone else in the company. So
Well, without being morbid, him. He just stands up real tall. I will make the most of the sacrifice he made.
don't do that. Oh, do that, but you don't need to be so formal.
It's what the
Logan, yeah,
just heads over and just pats him on the back to try and make him like detense a little bit. Just like it's fine, at ease.
he's up.
I see. Well, wherever you want to do this, well, gladly. And he looks over to you, Bradford. Good luck cutting the wood.
Oh, it won't take that long. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He's fine. He cuts things.
Oh, that's good. My arms are very tired. And you look over and he's only got like 2 logs cut.
I want to look between them and try to judge which one of these two has a higher strength score. It's like, I honestly,
jeez.
I think it's probably him.
Oh, it's
Well,
absolute.
It's probably a tie for last. Oh, he's got a 10.
I have a 9.
He looks at the 2 logs, looks at Lucy, and it's like, he'd probably only be able to get one, to be frank.
1.5.
No.
Fuck you.
Anyways, you two go continue your conversation with your weird techie things. Just gestures at the guns vaguely. And he'll for now he'll just take up the spot that Grimworld took. And try not to get caught. He does like walking by Lucy and like just give him like a nod of like, you did it, bud. You had a conversation.
Roll a perception there, Bradford.
I can roll a perception there, Bradford.
I'm afraid he's super awkward.
Bradford, where's your perception? There it is. Boop-a-da-ba-ba-ba-doo-boop-a-da-boop-a-boo.
Yeah, you definitely see there's a nice carved out little seat behind this tree
Oh shit.
that has far more work put into it than those logs.
That son of a bitch.
He's been stalling this whole time, so like, I don't do manual labor. I'm gonna make a nice little chair. Oh, that's a fucking nice chair.
Out of game, Lucian definitely forgot he gave the gun to Grimwald, and out of game player also forgot that he did that.
It's not like go over here and do. Don't worry, he remembered.
Okay.
They did kind of like take it and just casually walk away.
Got it.
It was like, oh, this is mine now. Goodbye. Hey, does the chair have like any like carving on it or anything? Like any significant like detail? Basically, I'm looking for like, does it have like words or names or something on it?
No, but it is like reclined.
Damn, this is a nice ass chair. Like a little wooden chair? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely very apparent. Far more work was put into that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he'll probably in very little time compared to these two idiots wrap up the wood stuff and then go find Channing later. Channing could wait a little while. Also, I don't know where the fuck he went, so I have to wait anyways.
You hear a message from Lucian. Can you carve me a hammer handle while you're there? Thank you.
Yeah, sure, but why does he need the hammer handle? I probably have a hammer in my bag. Anyways. Ow. Vibrating must.
Jesus. Crash.
Do we have a gun emote in this server yet? Yes, we do. There we go.
Do we? Gun emote.
You know what